I'm here at Internet of Things World in Europe with CEO of ThyssenKrupp Elevator UK, Wilhelm Nerig. Wilhelm, you just participated on a panel to do with making IoT a reality. What do you take away from the discussion?
It was quite interesting to have so many peers around from very different industries. So I think the biggest thing for us all is that we see this is just the beginning. So it seems to be something everyone knows, it's coming, and there are a lot of ideas flying around, but it's not really there yet, and especially when you look at the traditional industries. And that's the most exciting thing here, having that panel and that feedback also from the audience to see how much potential is there.
And what's your organisation doing with IoT currently?
Oh, that is quite exciting. You have to stop me maybe after 10 minutes then, because we do mainly two things that are related to IoT. One is our Max system, which is predictive maintenance in the future. So what we actually do is we collect data from our elevators that we have installed. So the first phase is simply that you know before you go on site that a certain component is failing, etc. So you can already bring the spare parts, etc. But the really interesting thing is the second phase where, let's say, the machine learning is kicking in, and that is together with our partner from Microsoft. We send all that data to the Azure platform or the cloud, and then we have an algorithm going through all that data, and that is exactly the game changer of our industry, because that means you can find patterns and you can define clusters so that in the future you know before a failure happens, you can predict that a certain component might fail with a likelihood of, let's say, 90%. That is exactly where it's the huge value for our clients in the future, because changing that reactive to a proactive maintenance. And well, the other big topic, but that is so fascinating that it goes a bit more into science fiction becoming reality. That's our partnership with Microsoft on the HoloLens. And that is really, you wear a HoloLens and then you create that mixed reality or augmented reality. So you see in a room everything as it is, and on top you see your virtual reality. And that means you can put post-its on certain items in the room. You can even record messages. You can take a virtual red pen and make a circle on the floor, say tripping hazard. But the big change for the industry is, imagine a service technician who's coming on site for the first time in his life. He wears the HoloLens and he has all the knowledge of his colleague that has done the maintenance before, maybe the repairs, etc., at your fingertips. And that is the big thing, because having the knowledge somewhere in a textbook in the office is one thing, but having it exactly where you need it, in your field voice, at your fingertips, that would change the efficiency of the business. And of course, for the client, the value is enormous, because reducing the downtime of elevators is all we want. It's all what you want as an end user of a lift. Yeah.
And what are we going to be able to do with smart building and smart city technology in the future?
I think the big change is really that move from reactive to proactive maintenance from, let's say, the supplier point of view. Besides that, you will have a lot of application because you can interlink nearly everything in a building, so you can have much more communication between various devices. Think about, you enter a building and the lift already knows where you're going, and he sees pattern that every time or every day at 11:30 you go to the cafeteria, you pick up your cappuccino. So it's a bit of science fiction, but you can think about so many interactions in that one, and lifts are of course the main transportation these days when you talk about cities, and our company is all about developing the cities of the future. So.
And obviously cybersecurity is quite a big concern to IoT at the moment. How's your organisation working on solving cybersecurity issues?
Absolutely. I mean, security is absolutely key for us. Data security is a must. So if you cannot guarantee that you have everything stored in safe places, the danger to lose trust of your clients is way too big. So that is really something that is the key of everything that we do. As an industry, of course, it's different, because not like many other of the companies that are here that collect personal data, we are collecting, let's say, building data, lift data that is very specific, but that is also the main value of that application for us, because that is creating, let's say, the value to our end client in the end of the day. So we have to make sure that we have the right partners on board. In our case, with Microsoft, of course, we have a very strong partner. But that is, of course, what governs everything that we do. Search the right partners and then make sure that the IT infrastructure is safe.
Thank you, William.
It was a pleasure.